Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. So today we are going to continue the Road to Championship series, and we are currently in 2021 season. Having learned the lessons the hard way last season was no playoff appearance, we actually made some changes this season. So I traded away uh, Jamal Murray and Ricky Rubio for Devin Booker plus DeJounte Murray. So now we have a more balanced starting lineup with a lot of actual A players like Devin Booker, and the team just got much younger this way. Was Marcus Camby still in a rookie contract, and we just drafted Tim Duncan in the number one pick of 2021. So this lineup looks a lot better, and hopefully that will bring us very positive result this year instead of what we have seen last year was a very low percentage winning rate and I never made it to the playoffs. So yeah, let's get started. So we are 25 games into the season now, and we are currently 16 versus 9 winning rate. Are currently sitting at the second place in the West Conference, which is good. However, we do have a injury problem. So Devin Booker, who was actually the highest overall from in the team, is currently injured and will be out for 2 to 4 weeks. And we do have Tim Duncan and Marcus Camby being injured as well. So the lineup is affected slightly, but hopefully Tim and Marcus can return to the lineup soon. So I have done a few trades here. I used Drew Holiday and the second round pick to trade Hassan Whiteside, and then used Hassan with Sean Livingston for Jonathan Isaac and Rudy Gay. So what actually happened is that we actually brought up a full 84 plus starting lineup. So we were quite low at the small forward position, and now we have Jonathan Isaac at that position, and Tim Duncan is starting as the power forward. So it's the lineup is more complete, and hopefully that will be a useful asset for us to go for this year's overall championship. So DeJounte Murray, Devin Booker, Jonathan Isaac, Tim Duncan, and Marcus Camby, uh, all 80 plus and actually 83 plus starting lineup, which is quite good, I believe. And in the rotation, we also have Miles Turner and DeAndre Hunter, who are also 80 plus, with Jeremy Grant, Dylan Brooks. So I think this lineup is the best I can do this season, and I will probably not trade anyone else. And of course, the bonus is currently injured, and when he comes back, I think this will be a good championship context team. So we just finished the season, and Luka for the third year in a row got an NBA most valuable player. Well, AD got the defensive player again, and I will show you guys how the Bulls has performed this year. So they are really good this year. And Michael Porter Jr. is the most improved player. Still, no one from my team made it to the All NBA first team, but Luka, Ben Simmons, Giannis, LeBron, and Joel Embiid, so which is a decent first team. And the second team leader Westbrook, AD, Zion, and Karl Anthony Towns. And we have and well, the good thing is this year finally DeJounte Murray from my team made it to the All Defensive first team, which is the first time that we ever have anyone made it to the All NBA team. And DeJounte Murray is actually the only one made it there. Yeah, so we actually finished the season at the number one position in the Western Conference, which is a good sign. But let me just show you a few things. We did finish the number one in the Western Conference, and with a quite decent gap to the second position. But so if we look at our winning rate is 64%. We have 53 wins, which is actually ties to the Eastern Conference. But if we look at the Eastern Conference, they have 3 teams tied at number one position. So that's just how strong that conference is. And of course, Chicago Bulls has AD and Zion. So that is a very strong combination. And for Atlanta Hawks, they have Kyrie Irving and Paige and Derek Favors. And for Miami Heat this year, they are actually led by Kemba Walker and Stephon Marbury. So I'm assuming Stephon Marbury will be a super good player in the future few years. And Anthony Towns is still young. So that team actually is going to be one of the top teams in the recent few years. So that is just how strong the competition is. And hopefully we can survive the Western Conference and get into the NBA final. But we do have a bad news, which is Devin Booker, my starting shooting guard, and Miles Turner, my rotation center, has been injured, and they will be out for pretty much the whole playoff time. So that's bad news, and my lineup has not been the best as of now. So at the shooting guard position, Dillon Brooks have to start, and I do not have a backup center as of now. So yeah, so it's a little bit broken right now for my rotation. The good thing is, if you look at the winning streak, we actually just won the last 11 games of the regular season. But still, we lost some players because of injury. So going into the playoffs, let's simulate the first round first. I don't foresee that to be a big problem because we are actually quite strong this year and quite balanced. Well, on paper it's quite balanced, but maybe not as of now. So we didn't make it to the semifinal, but if you look at Chicago, Miami, and Atlanta, they all make it to the semifinal, which is understandable. Although I don't understand how Chicago can have to go to Game 7 for that. But anyways, next we are up against San Antonio Spurs. So Spurs is actually led by Stephen Curry and Nikola Mirotic and Nikola Vucevic, which is a quite strong team, but and Buddy Hield, of course, but I don't think they are strong enough to beat us. And of course, Miles Turner actually recovered from injury at this point in time, which is good news. And we did make it to the Western Conference Final. And Chicago and Atlanta is on the other side. So let's look at Utah. So Jazz actually is led by Jamal Murray. We traded him over. And Bam Adebayo. Well, he is quite strong in the playoffs this year, actually, in Miami Heat. So let's see whether we can survive through this round. right, Devin Booker is back, which is great. Well, Chicago has won, and we just lost. We lost to Utah Jazz this year. 6-game play. And if you look at so Devin Booker actually covers in the second last game, but I guess that was not enough. Adebayo has 20. Well, this is game 6, so the last game. And Sabonis, Devin Booker, Marcus Camby. So we have 3 players with double digit, but I guess that is just not enough. Tim Duncan is not performing well, and the rebound. And if you look at it, we are low at the field goal and low at free throw. They made it 22, 100% free throws. That is quite good. And points in paint, well, we are very low here. So our forwards and center apparently may not be as strong as Adebayo, well, in this case, or it's just a different matchup. Bench point, they're higher. Second chance point, well, we are actually leading a second chance point. They have more assists, and it's quite balanced on the rebound, but I think the steals is what makes the difference here. So 1 to 7, we have 17 turnovers, which is very bad, and probably that is why we have this loss. But anyways, this year is almost over, and I don't foresee Jazz can beat the Chicago Bulls, but maybe they can. I know it's Chicago, and AD got the final MVP. Yeah, and we just finished this 2022 season with #1 regular season performance, and lost to Utah Jazz in the Western Conference Final, which is some improvements from the previous year, and hopefully next year we will be able to actually challenge the Bulls. So that is it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and if you like it, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.